I thought we played really well. That's 2 games in a row. I think our effort's been great. Like Northern Kentucky, I think they're really well-coached team. They have a definite defined system. Their defense forcing turnovers, which they did to us tonight, but we were able to do a good job on the glass. Just played, and really we're good defensively. We were really good defensively, so really pleased with our effort.
You know, for Bamba, I think he was 11 of 31 the last 2 games against Oregon and Utah. This seemed like a little more of what we've come to expect from TJ. Is there something he did differently, or was it maybe just not facing 15 7-footers like the last 2 games?
I mean, obviously there's a little difference there in that, but he was just really locked in. The kid he guarded is averaging 24 a game. He had 45 the other night, and he's a good player. One of the nation's leading scorers, so he just kind of got it going on that end, and then his defense is really good, and then our ball screen coverage was a lot better with Mo, and Mael actually put a lot more pressure on at the point of attack, and we were able to get a couple turnovers, which turned into baskets, and that always helps. And he was out in the break a little bit.
Just on the rebounding, they have just 12 rebounds. It's the least Wazoo team has allowed since I think it was the early 90s against Princeton, and that was a Pete Carroll team, so that was probably a pretty slow game. But, for you guys to keep them to that, Mo had more than them at half. Got to be happy with the performance on the glass.
Honestly, a little shocked. They had Brandon's like one of the leading rebounders in the country, had 1 in 20 minutes. So we did an awesome job. And they had, I think their one offensive board was a team rebound. So if we can get that going, it's always defend, rebound, take care of the ball. It's a little more like kook ball. Turn it over a little bit, but be really good defensively, really good on the glass. We made some shots. We're good at the 2, but no, it was an awesome effort on the glass. We're able to play. Mael getting better, gets Mo played at the 4 more, which makes us really big on the glass and better.
Feels like, through at 8 games now, Kamani has steadily gotten better in every game, and we're starting to see kind of maybe him even come to the realization of how good he can be at this level. I
just think he's been getting more comfortable. We're getting closer to finals, which I think will help him. I mean, he started a little late, and he's a very conscientious guy in the classroom, on the court. He's just a pleasure to coach, to be honest, and I think I have no idea or feel for what it's like to, go to a foreign country, go to college and play basketball, which that's not familiar to them. And he's just been getting more comfortable, and the more comfortable he gets, the better. You can see that he's just more athletic. It's just like his athleticism starting to come out, and he has a little more comfort what he's doing. So that's important. He's important for us if he keeps going this way.
How much does this result and the performance feel like it was kind of needed coming off the 2 games and going into the 2 games that you're going to have in the next?
No question. Just happy with their effort, and so the older I get at this, the more it is about the process. And like I said, really disappointed in our effort at Prairie View back, there. Played okay at Oregon, a little undermanned there in just a little bit, played okay for 28 minutes, and then competed really hard against Utah. So, building on that, and, gave one, we gave one away, and I think that as much with Bamba's performance. I think he felt responsible. He met, and he's like, I'm going to come out here and play really well tonight, and he did. So it was great, and that's the kind of person he is.
Yeah, you held him without any points. I think it was a 5-minute stretch in the first half, and then a nearly 7-minute stretch in the second half. And during those stretches, what did you see maybe that was the key for the defense?
I just think we had good pressure on the ball. I think that was key. That they try to run a lot of stuff through their center, and we did a good job of making them catch it further out there. And they run a lot of the same stuff we try to run, and our team was really locked in and focused and really defended well.
In what ways do you feel like this season is different than past seasons from attitude and technique?
I think the attitude is pretty good. I think we're a program that there in technique. If we get healthy, we're not healthy, and that's been unfortunately consistent since I've been here. We haven't been able to. We're a little different right now. We don't have as much shooting, but we're maybe a little better, a little more athletic, a little better defensively, and we get it all together. Hopefully, we can be good on both sides of the ball. I think really good defensively, good rebounding, and then maybe a little more explosive with their perimeter shooting.
So what can we expect from this team going into conference play?
We're still a long ways away from that, but I think we're a team that's going to get better as we get healthier. And as these young guys that's going to Kamani, Mael, Carlos, Dylan. They're just the more experience they get, that's going to help everyone and elevate everyone. So this time till Jabe is probably still, I don't know, he's probably 7 to 10 days out. It'll take a little while to get him back to where he was. That's usually how it works. And Andre, until we get those guys in, hopefully everyone stays healthy. We add a couple more there, and we got a little more depth, and you'll need that in league. And they provide a little more size and maturity in shooting.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned injuries and the shooting a little bit. Obviously, missing Jabe is tough for the three-point shooting. But in this game, obviously, it was 55.6% three-point in the first half, and then the second half struggled a little bit at 21%. But how do you feel as a whole this game was different from a three-point standpoint than the last two games? And do you feel like even without Jabe that maybe your team is starting to get more comfortable with their three-pointers without one of their best three-point shooters right now?
A little bit. They made an adjustment probably, and they stuck with Justin and Bamba a little more, so it made it a little tougher, and DJ had to step up, made one. Kamani, he made some good plays, and he was 0 for 3 tonight, but he's a little better shooter than that. But Mael helps a lot, in his emergence as being, he was 2 for 3 from 3. And like I said, being a stretch 5 or a stretch 4, however you want to, whichever way he's playing it, puts a lot of pressure on the defense and helps everyone. So him emerging, and then we get those other it makes it easier on everyone else. All of a sudden, Kamani's threes are even more open if you have more guys out there, and there's less stress on some guys that are thrust in the position to have to make some shots right now. So we need those guys. It'll help.
Do you have even a rough timetable for Andre? Any update?
We're
on
hoping by league at the latest, or the second half of whatever, the next 18. So you never know on that, but hopefully. And Jabe's supposed to maybe a little sooner, but we'll welcome him.
AD still dealing with something tonight. That's why he didn't play.
Yeah, he was sick all week, and whatever the respiratory thing everyone's got. So it's like he didn't even get to practice. He made half a walkthrough today, so he's valiant effort just to be here, I think. So hopefully he's past that.